What's going on, everybody? How we doing? It's your boy Brinson back with another Stark Raving video. Listen, I don't know if you guys knew this. Last video made a video about 20 things that you guys don't know about the big leagues. Now, there's probably a good amount of those things. Oh, I knew that, Lewis. What do you mean? My best friend's a baseball player. I get it, okay? But this one, you for sure have no clue about baseball players. Minor league, major league, little league, pony league, rec league, it doesn't matter. You don't know this about baseball players. So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, all right? Baseball players are very superstitious. I think everybody, football, basketball, everybody knows baseball players are the most superstitious athletes ever because everything is by chance and baseball is just so crazy that we need to have things go the same way every single day through our whole daily routine. It don't even matter when we get to the field. Like, it's from the moment we get up to the moment we go to sleep is a superstitious day during baseball season. Pitchers, position players, it doesn't matter. Everybody has weird superstitions. In this video today, I'm going to talk about my superstitions when I played, and then some other guys that you might have seen around the league, or some guys that I've played with that have had some pretty wild superstitions along the way and along their career. Let's get into it. All right, guys. For me, eating wasn't a big one for me. I did not eat the same meal before every game. I thought that was weird. There are guys that do that. Don't get me wrong. There are guys that do that. There's guys that if they had Chipotle and they got 3 hits, tomorrow they're having Chipotle. And if they get 2 hits, the next day they're having Chipotle before they get to the field, and so on and so forth. There are guys that do that. I was never that dude. That would make me insane. And a lot of these superstitions can make you go actually insane. Like, if you don't put on your batting gloves a certain way, if you don't put on your cleats a certain way, if you don't wake up on the same side of the bed, if you don't shower at the same time before the game, before you get to the field, like, it can mess your whole psyche up. And it's just how we are. Don't judge us. It's just how we are, and how we got to where we got to, the big leagues, is because of all of our superstitions. But anyway, I want to talk about mine. So I was a guy that listened to music early on in my career. I had to listen to the same song before every game. I had to hype myself up. Then later on in my career, I started listening to some like quieter music, some R&B, the same song before every game. I would try to tape my ankles at the same time. I would try to shower at the same time. I would try to get my 5-minute session to myself, like my little meditation session, where I just sit there and listen to the same exact meditation for 5 minutes at the same time, and then end it at the same time every single day until I wake up and now I'm ready to go play. I didn't have too many big superstitions. I would put my left sock on, my left shoe on, my left batting glove on, everything on my left side before my right side. I would put on my batting gloves last, leg guard first, elbow guard next, then batting gloves last, left side, right side, every single time. It did not matter. Day game, night game, August, April, February, off season, didn't matter. Live ABs didn't matter. I'm putting on my batting gloves, shin guard, elbow guard, helmet. I put on my helmet last every time. The guys that put on their helmets first are weird. I don't care if you're a Hall of Famer or not. I think it's weird. I think if you put your helmet on first and then you put all the rest of your stuff on, that's weird, and you should get psych checked. It's just me. But yeah, for me, I would put my helmet. I would try to put my helmet in the same place. Now, if something's not working for me, yeah, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to put my helmet in the bat rack, or I'm going to put my helmet on the bench. A lot of guys like to put their helmet on the bench. There are veterans, a lot of veterans that like to put their helmet in the same spot on the bench every day, no matter where we're at. Whether we're at home, I played in Miami. If we're at home in Miami, we had a little, like, you could sit on it. It was like a little platform at the end of the dugout where a lot of guys would put their helmets, their bats, their batting gloves, everything in their helmet. They wouldn't even use the bat rack. Some teams I was on, there were no helmets in the back rack. Everything was on the bench. I don't know what that is. Maybe you want your own space. I did it when I was in the minor leagues. I kind of liked it. I didn't like going to the back rack because everybody's searching for their stuff and you can't find it. My stuff is right here. I know where it's at every single time. I think that's why guys do it. But a lot of guys do it for superstitious reasons. They put their bats and their batting gloves and their helmets in the same spot. It is what it is. That's just one quirk. Now we'll get into maybe the nastier things, the vulgar things. There are guys that I played with that did not wash maybe undershirts, or didn't wash underwear, or they would wear the same underwear to the field if they were having a good outing back to back, like starters, if they were going on a hot streak. There were guys that would tell me, and I remember it was mostly in the minor leagues, they're like, yeah, man, I wear the same underwear to the field every day. What? Every start day you wear the same underwear? He's like, yeah, and I don't wash it. Okay. I'm not going to judge you, because you can go out here and throw 7 shutty and give us a chance to win. So do what you got to do, Mark. But it's just a random name. I'm not outing anybody. But some guys are weird like that. I would wear the same sliders. I would wash them every day. I didn't care if it had holes in them. I would actually cry if those sliders had holes in them and they had hits in them. If the sliders you're wearing got hits in them and now they got holes, now they're ruined. It's like the hits magically go away if you rip them when you slide. It's very disappointing. And then when you have to rip open a new pair of sliders, it's just like, well, it's over. I guess the baseball gods don't want me to get any more hits. Like, that's how weird we are, man. It gets in our head. So the same pair of sliders, the same socks. If we can't find a pair of socks and we're going hot, oh my God. It's like the clubby, the trainers, players on the team. Yo, who's got my socks? Like, you want to fight somebody. If they got your sock, if you can't find your pair of socks that you've been wearing for the past 3 weeks, and you've been hitting 380 the past 3 weeks, you got 6 homers, 7 homers, you're making diamond plays all over the place, and you can't find your socks one day, oh my God. As a baseball player, we're fighting everybody in the clubhouse. I'm fighting the manager if I have to. I need my socks. I can't go out there. Hey, Skip, I can't play today. I can't find my socks. Skip will look at you crazy, but some of them will understand. But listen, man, that's how crazy and psycho some of us get when it comes to superstitions. If we have a pair of socks, a pair of pants, undershirts, a lot of guys didn't wear undershirts. If we have a certain pair of something, cleats, hat, that we've been raking in, or pitcher's been pitching well in, you best believe we wearing that every day, okay? Until it don't work no more. Then we'll switch it up. Or unless the sliders just get too ripped, now your whole knees hanging out, they're like ripped jeans, and there's no point, because every time you slide, you got bloody knees. Like, there's no point wearing them. You got to rip open a new pack. Some guys, again, are not that superstitious, and they don't care. They're like, man, I'm him. I'm going to go out there in diapers. I don't care. And I'm still going to rake. There's a lot of those guys, but most baseball players are not like that. So when we're in the box, now we're on the field. Obviously, there's the not the unwritten ones, but the ones that people know, right? Don't step on the line when you go on the field. Fix your divots, especially if you're in the outfield. You dive, your knee gets caught, your legs get caught. Fix your divot, right? You don't want the grounds crew having to come out and replace your divot for you. It's like when you golf, man. You make a divot in the ground, replace your divot. Don't be that guy. All right. So those are like 2 that are like, duh, don't, you know about those. So every guy has an on deck routine. You'll see guys on deck, they'll swing their bats. For me, I would had to loosen my arms up. I swing my bat a couple times. I get it on my shoulder. I take a couple swings. I always put the bat weight on with my bat. Like, I would scoop up the bat weight with my bat. I would never pick it up and put it on my bat. That's a no, you don't do that. That's one of my superstitions. We'll go over them as the video goes. But I would always scoop it up with my bat, hap it on, do my little routine, and now I'm good to go. Whatever happens after that, I did my routine. Everything else is set. There's guys that, like to rub dirt on their bat. There's Shohei. If you see Shohei Ohtani, he sprays the sticky spray in the air and then rubs he waves the end of his bat, the knob of his bat in the air, and it's like a cobweb, like he's trying to collect cobwebs or whatever. And then Shohei rakes, so of course his teammates, I don't know if they're making fun of him or they just started doing it because he was getting hits and they started doing it. But everybody has a weird quirk or superstition that they need to do before they go to hit. Now, when guys get to the plate, you might have seen Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper taps his cleats, taps the plate, the other batter's box, his cleats again, his hat, and then his leg, and then he's ready to hit. Like, he does a bunch of tapping, and then he's ready to hit. That's what he does. He does it every single time. If he doesn't do it, then I'm sure in his head, he's like, well, this at-bat is going to go terrible, and I'm probably going to strike out. I'm telling you, that's what we think. I've never talked to him about it, but that's why he does it every time. It's just part of his routine. It has nothing to do with him hitting. It's not like, oh man, I have to do this to kind of set. It might be, but for the most part, he just does it. He's been doing it since he got drafted in high school. Like, he's been tapping everything. So with certain guys, man, they like to tap the plate twice. Maybe they don't like to tap the plate. I was, in the beginning of my career, I was a 2-tap type of guy. Then I went to just 1 tap, and now I'm ready to go. Like, it changes every now and then. Kyle Tucker. You might see Kyle Tucker. He's a big lefty. He's a tall guy. He's also a nonchalant guy. But you see him, when he taps his helmet, he wipes his nose. Wipes his nose with his shoulder. Every time. We'll show it in the video. Wipes his nose with his shoulder every single time. I have no idea if that's to keep him square to the pitcher, or it could be another superstition. It probably is. Guys have these quirks, and you guys notice it, and it just goes past you. But in our minds, we have to do it. We have to. And at a certain point, it just becomes like natural. It just becomes something that we do every single time, and we don't even think about it. But if we forget about it one time, you best believe that we're like, oh no, time. Let me redo everything, and then let me get back in. Let me wipe my nose, and then let me get to it. But a lot of guys do not forget what they need to do. It depends on your career and how it progresses, and maybe you just do the same thing. But if I don't do that certain thing, now same thing goes with pitching. If you're a pitcher and you like to jog out there and dig into the mound a certain way, if you like to go around the mound, if you like to go from the front of the mound, like, there's little things that every one of us does that if we don't do it, it's gonna go terrible. Like, we psych ourselves out to know that the outing or the at-bat or the game is going to go terrible if we don't do this certain superstitious thing that we do. So baseball players, like I said, we are very, very, very particular. We are very superstitious when it comes to certain aspects of our day in our game, okay? Yeah, I'm back, and it's nighttime. I have a son. He needed my help, and I had to eat dinner, so what? Another weird one, Bryce Harper. We mentioned Bryce Harper again. Bryce Harper, his rookie year, used to eat Eggo waffles and shower 7 times before a game. Now, I would shower I wouldn't even shower when I got up for the day. I would shower after BP. I wanted a fresh, clean uniform. A lot of guys do that. They shower right after BP. We get all sweaty, and we don't want to put on our uniform for the game. You want to feel clean before the game. But 7 showers? 7? Come on. 7 showers is excessive and a little wild. But eating Eggo waffles and 7 showers, that's how he would be able to play that day. Bryce Harper is known to be a very, routine-oriented guy. He switches his batting stance a lot. If something's not working, he switches it up. He publicly says he switches things up if it's not working. So, it is what it is. Guys are quirky. Like I said, baseball players are weird, and we have our superstitions, and that was just one that helped him be the best rookie in the league and turn into a superstar. You guys might remember Nomar Garciaparra, also aka the human rain delay. He would fix his batting gloves and fix his batting gloves and tap his feet and tap his bat and fix his batting gloves over and over and over again. But something that he did every single time. Anytime you saw a Nomar Garciaparra at bat, he was fixing his bat. He was unvelcroing the Velcro and then pull it back and then elbow. He would do it every single time. That was probably a superstition of his that he had to do before he stepped in the box. He would call time. That's back when the pitch clock was a thing. So games would be 16 hours because guys would step out and go back to the dugout, get a drink of water, high five their coach, take a look at their last at bat, and then come back to the batter's box before they take the next pitch. But that's something he had to do. It was quirky. It took a while, but superstition. He had to do it every single time or probably his mental wouldn't be able to take that at bat. Wade Boggs, another one. The guy that kissed home plate on his 3,000 hit, which was a home run, which was pretty dope. But that guy would take 150 ground balls before every game. Not 151, not 149, 150 ground balls before every single game. He would also hit BP at the same time, 517 every single day, no matter where it was, what time, any day. 517, Wade Boggs is taking BP. Veterans can do that. They can take BP at a certain time. Rookies can't be doing that stuff. But Hall of Famer Wade Boggs would take BP at 517 every single day. He would also eat fried chicken before every single game, which is crazy to think about because fried chicken's not the healthiest meal before a game. To each his own. He's a Hall of Famer. I can't say nothing about it. Matt Garza, another one, would eat Popeyes before every start. Popeyes chicken? That is not ideal to eat Popeyes chicken before you start a game. But I know it's football. We're not talking about football. We're talking about baseball. But I know Chad Ochocinco, would eat McDonald's before games and after games and all the time. He would eat like crap. And he's come out publicly said it.
McDonald's. Period.
You eat McDonald's every single day?
Before every game. Are you? Before every game?
Listen, man, I'm a well-oiled machine, but I like McDonald's. It never really affected him. We'll see later on in life it does affect him, but guys do quirky things to get their mind right. And sometimes those quirky things are not healthy. A la Matt Garza, a la Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs though. Turk Wendell, another one, weird. Would eat 4 pieces of black licorice before every game and then brush his teeth in the dugout. In between innings, would brush his teeth in the dugout. Now, guys do brush their teeth before the game. Some guys put on perfume and cologne. Certain guys that I played with would put on women's perfume. A little weird, but again, to each his own. Whatever gets you ready to play that day, do what you got to do. Listen, Jason Giambi would wear a gold thong just to get some hits. If he was getting hits, he would wear a gold thong under his uniform. Like, again, weird things would happen on a baseball field, but you cannot explain them. The only person that can explain it is the guy that does it every day because it helps him mentally get ready for the game. So, all in all, yes, baseball players are very weird. We are very superstitious, but we have our reasons, so do not judge us. It's why we got to the big leagues, because we have all these superstitions, and you guys do it in life too. You just don't know about it, okay? Every time you go to work, you might take the same route, or you might eat the same thing because you had a good day at work yesterday. So we got 162 games, okay? We got to mentally get through that. And those are the ways we get through it. You can call it routine, you can call it superstition, you can call it crazy. It is what it is. But in case you guys didn't know, baseball players are the most superstitious humans on the face of the earth. Again, guys, my name is Brinson. Thank you for watching another video of ours at Stark Raving Sports. Guys, drop in the comments. I love doing these. I love giving you guys insight on what life is like in the big leagues. Please drop in the comments what video you guys want me to do next, whether it's stadiums, where it's where to eat on the road, my favorite cities, regardless of what it is. Let us know down in the comments. Thank you again, guys, and have a good one.